Hey, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing spring baits for bass fishing. So we got three different categories. We got 3 soft plastics, 3 skirted baits, and then 3 hard baits. So let's get straight into this one, y'all. Alright, so the first ones we're going to go over is soft baits. And so we got crawls and beaver baits right here. And so I'll take some out and show y'all. So I like white for spring fishing because they're going to be up on their beds. And so the white color for this time of year really isn't just for the fish. It's more for to see where it is, and so they can see where it is in front of the fish or behind the fish, and so they can reel it slower and slower until they get up to the fish, and then all that stuff. And so it's more for visibility. And so we got these white pearl Kraken crawls, and then we got some bandito bugs, which you can see these are tore up because I used these last year. And so I will be using these again this year. I have a bunch of them. I will probably go buy a bunch more just because these work for me. This is what I found to work in the spring for me. And if you're not really wanting the white color, you want more of a subtle color, you can use these right here, which are black and blue flake Kraken crawls. And so as you can see, I already got this one rigged up. And so these are really good too. I found any creature bait to work pretty good during spawn. Alright, so that's it for the Kraken crawls and bandito bugs. So let's move on to the next ones. Alright, so the next ones are definitely going to have to be lizards. And so we got these chartreuse pepper lizards right here by Zoom. Give y'all a look at that. And that's another one. Again, the fish really like chartreuse, and it's also good visibility. And so there it is right there. I really love lizards. That's what I really catch majority of my bass on, is lizards. And then if you don't really want to use that bright of a color, they also like red. And so this is some Googan Squad Slizzards in Flaming Hot color. I'll go ahead and pull one out real quick. Alright, so that's the Googan Slizzard right there in Flaming Hot color. So it has some black flake in it with the orangish red. And so majority of my baits that you're going to see today are chartreuse and then red, because that's just what I found that works best for me around here, around this time. Around all year pretty much, but around this time mostly. Alright, so that's it for the lizards. So let's move on to the last and final soft bait. Alright, so now the next ones have to be lunker logs. And so I like green pumpkin purple, and as you can see, those are pretty much all gone. And I like the nightclub color. It's more of a darker color, and this one's more of like a natural color with the purple. So I'll get one of those out for y'all and show y'all. Alright, so I got one of each out. So this is the green pumpkin with the purple. I really like this one. This one catches the majority of fish for me, with lunker log wise. And then this is the nightclub color. So it's like a black with some gold flake in it. You can see it better in the lighting. And so lunker logs really are a good all-around bait, but I've found them good to work around spring and summer mostly. Summer, they really get hit. Even the bigger worms in summer, but we're not talking about that. We'll talk about that this summer. Alright, so now let's move on to hard baits. And so the first one I will show y'all is what I've caught the majority of my fish on. So this right here is the Biospawn Rattlebot in magma color. It's just a regular old lipless crankbait. And so the swimming action on this one's really good. I think that's why I caught the majority of my bass on it, because of the swimming action. And the color, obviously, it's the red color like I was talking about. And so now let's move on to the next. Alright, so now we got this banger right here, which is just a standard size. It dives 2 to 5 foot, which is perfect for pond fishing, what I do. And so it's chartreuse with the black back, and it's a regular square bill. And so this one right here catches them too. If you want them down deeper, then the lipless will go. You get this out and they'll crush this. And these, I've had several fish just crush these. Even topwater, reeling them in topwater almost. They'll crush them in the spring. Let's move on to the last hard bait. This is the last hard bait. It's more of a swim bait, so I'll pop it out real quick. And so this is the Mike Buka Baby Bull Shad. So here's the bait right here. It's a jointed swim bait. It's a smaller swim bait, and then it has like a tail. It's almost like a paintbrush, as you can see. And so when that gets wet, it really glides back and forth like this. It really looks like a fish, as you can see. And so this is the bluegill color, and if you didn't know, bluegills will try to go and get on the bass's bed and eat the eggs. So this is really good for this time of year. This is almost like matching the hatch, as people say. And so I really love this bait. I just got it recently, so we'll try it out, and I'll give you all my review on it, if it's worth the money or not, because this is $15.99 or maybe $14.99. I'm not really sure. It's one of those price ranges, so it's a little bit higher than normal baits. And so let's get on to the skirted baits now. Alright, so now we got our skirted bait. So the first one I'll start with is a black and blue jig. And so this is a diesel head jig, and it's the screw lock jig. So you got the screw lock right there, and then it's the regular EWG hook. And I got that paired up with one of those crawls I was talking about earlier. And so this is just a standard bait. It's really good. So it just goes on the bottom. It'll just sit there and flutter. right in front of their face while they're on their bed, and they'll think it's almost like a crawfish or maybe even a bait fish trying to come and get their eggs, so they'll just crush on it. And so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next one is one of my by far favorites, and so it's a chatterbait. So this is an all red chatterbait, and then it's the Gook and Squad click bait. And so this will really make the noise in the water. It almost like gives off a vibration. And then on the Gook and Squad one, you can like pull it down and make it go deeper, and then pull it up and dive up a little bit more. And so with this one, I got a watermelon red flake tickle tail on the back, and you can see how much action is given just by sitting here. So the last one is a Sexy Shats spinnerbait right here. And so this is a 1/2 ounce version. It's the Gook and Squad one. And I got paired up on the back a Saucy Swimmer in natural color. And so I really like this one. Got a lot of fish on these, especially the all chartreuse and white rather than the Sexy Shed color. That's all I got right now. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. So if you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'd mean a lot to me, and it'd help out the channel a lot. And I also want to know if any of y'all are going to be using any of the baits I used, or what kind of baits you're going to be using this spring. So go ahead and drop that in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.